You ever had those days where things just feel slow and you keep hitting wall after wall? Yeah, that's every day playing this game. Yo, what is up guys? It's Spade. All jokes aside, I've been enjoying this game a lot, but progression can feel very slow. Oh, I'm so close, man. And it feels like you got nothing to do. Whether it's your internet level or your character's not being built enough to clear content that can help progress your account. So I'll be talking about one of the reasons why I think it feels slow and ways to alleviate that feeling. Not necessarily solve it because that would need money. So note that these are just suggestions and not things that you have to strictly follow. Alright, this may be a hot take, man. It might be a hot take. But I don't think the progression in Zenless Zone Zero is as slow as people make it out to be. You know, at first I thought the same. I thought this shit slow as hell when I was trying to get to level 30 from 26. And then going on to level 34 and then 36. And then now I'm trying to get to level 40. But let's take a look at our internet level. As you can see here, it is capped at level 60. Whereas in Honkai Sorrow and Withering Waves, both of them are being capped at level 70 and 80 respectively. But somebody might say, what about Genshin? Isn't it also maxed out at level 60? Well, let's take a look at our agents. Alright, so when you take a look at the cap level of your agent, it's at level 60. While in Genshin, each character is capped at level 90. And the increments, like for example in Zenless Zone Zero, will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. The first two of those would be 10 and 20. While in Genshin, the first two caps are 20 and 40. What would be like level 30 for an agent in Zenless Zone Zero would probably be level 50 for a character in Genshin Impact. To summarize my point, we're used to seeing our levels progress faster in other games, or they use like higher levels, bigger numbers in comparison to Honkai Star Rail, but they're about the same progression. So for example, level 40 in Honkai Star Rail would be around the same progression as level 35 in Zenless Zone Zero. The reason why I gave those levels as an example is because you get to access the highest tier of relics and discs. And both of them, give or take, use the same amount of time to get to. For me, it took about 1 week, but of course that would differ depending on how much you spent your time each day playing this game. So when you put things into perspective, yeah, it's actually about the same progression. Now let's take a look at how we can alleviate that feeling. I will be going through some ways that actually help progression and other ways that will, make your experience just feel better. I won't go through the obvious ones like doing your dailies because everybody knows that. Or if I do mention them, or they already mentioned my other content creators in their videos, as far as the ones that I've watched, I'll, keep them short and sweet. Alright, so first things first, rest in peace Uncle Phil, if you know, you know. Don't rush the game. When you do this, you'll be focusing solely on the progression aspect and not actually enjoy the game and other things it has to offer. You get more easily burnt out if you do it this way. Although, if this is your style and this is how you approach games, hey man, by all means do you. One way to get extra rewards, which I do include as progression for your account, is to actually do the story in hard mode. Now you can be like me, I started the story on easy mode, but try out the hard mode. It may not provide experience, but it does give you extra polychromes and level up materials. They may not seem much individually, but considering there's about 30 plus of them and they do include the agent stories, in total it is a lot. And they don't take very long to do. As you can see here, my longest clear time is about 2 minutes. Another thing to keep in mind is that it is better to do them sooner than later as they scale with your level. It'll get harder as you rank up. So my suggestion is to do the hard mode as you're going through the story. Moving on to agent stories, don't neglect them as they provide a ton of experience and rewards. You also, get to hang out with them, you get to see their personalities more and appreciate their character. You also get to try them out in actual combat and not just in the trials. So overall, I think it is very important to actually go through these. Go out and explore the world, man. This isn't only to appreciate the views and the background music, because it's a vibe wherever you go, but also to find commissions from NPCs. There will be blue exclamation point icons to let you know where they are around the area. Also, don't miss out on the chests and bamboos laying around that give you experience and polychromes. Careful, Hoyo, add one more K and he might be racist. Or he, could be fighting for freedom, but it really depends on what country you're from. Is he wearing Crocs? And accomplishing these tasks and commissions will earn you badge points from Officer Mew Mew, which then in turn gives you more rewards. You may also bump into your favorite characters, so segue into my next topic. Alright, so let's talk about the Hangouts. When you open your travel icon, it will show you the list of agents that are available in the area. Some of them you'll just notice while you're exploring. Others you have to interact with shops and exit out of them to trigger a Hangout event. Now they don't tell you specifically which shops to go to, so as you're exploring, a blue text will pop up that says there's a trust event nearby. So you approach that shop, exit out of it, and then the Hangout event will trigger. You can invite them as well through your DMs, but you're only limited to 3 invites a day, like actual IRL day. And you can only have 1 invite per agent a day. Once your agent reaches a certain point, right here before the emoji, you will get a commission to hang out with them and level up to the next trust rank. Now each trust rank gives you polychromes and other rewards, but for level 3 and level 4, level 3 gives you a Holo Zero buff, which can come in handy at times, and level 4 gives you their dynamic wallpaper. Moving on to farming priorities, I know every other content creator has gone in depth with this, so I'm just gonna keep it short. Focus on leveling up your main team, level up their skills because those are guaranteed upgrades and guaranteed more damage. Don't use your energy yet for discs. Just go to Bardic Needle and get them to get by first. This is just to get the best out of your energy efficiently. Once you reach level 35, you can get your brooms out. Cause, you know, it's called cleanup. Yeah. He does not look amused. Now moving on to Shiyu Defense. Don't be afraid to challenge them even if you're off element or underleveled. You never know, you can actually clear the stage. So whether it's an S clear or B clear, you're still gonna be getting some rewards. Alright, let's talk about Notorious Hunt. They don't cost energy, but they do give you 1200 experience each week. Just keep in mind that if you know you're gonna be ranking up to the next Internet level that week, you might get better rewards, so just keep that in mind. Finally, the last tip that I'm about to give is probably the most important one, and something that I tend to forget myself sometimes, is to take a break. Like, you are not forced to be glued to this game 24/7. So especially if you're feeling burnout or really have nothing else to do, this logout button looks pretty nice. So play other games or do other things. You'll feel better when you log back in later instead of forcing yourself to stay and scavenging for things to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all found this video helpful in some way to improve the experience you have with Zenless Zone Zero. And I would like to know any other suggestions that you have, just comment down below. And hopefully those will help other people as well. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification to stay tuned for more videos. Alright man, I'll see ya on the next one.